YouTube, I'm not gonna lie. I was recording video, then I got a call. So we're gonna redo this again. YouTube. Welcome back to another episode of K the Palace. I'm your host, K Dub. Um, yeah, we're gonna get right into it, man. I know March Madness is going on. Duke beat Baylor yesterday. UCLA women's team beat Richmond yesterday. And today we got USC. Juju them playing. I think UConn might play today too. UConn's playing today too. With Paige Breakers and so shout out to all of them. I'm gonna definitely be tuned into that game. Um, we're gonna get into NBA. So Clippers OKC went down to the wire. Kawhi had a chance to tie the game last night and ended up missing, but Shai carried OKC to the win yesterday. No Chet, no J Dub in this game. They're out with injuries. So it was the Shai show. So Shai was carrying, did his thing. Harveston had 14 and 10. Caruso, defensively, Caruso was good. Was good yesterday. Lou Dort was hitting his corner threes and defending well. James Harden had 17 and 8. Didn't shoot the ball well. And then Kawhi was like 10 for 20 from the field. Norman Powell only had 9 points. And then Bogdanovich off the bench had 2. Didn't play well. Ben Simmons off the bench had like 8 and 7. And then Derrick Jones, he came off the bench, had 9 points, 4 boards, and 3 blocks. And then Zubac, can't forget about Zubac. Zubac had 15 and 11 and 2 blocks. So I mean, right now, Shai's MVP right now. It's that simple. I mean, he's carrying teams with him. Now he's playing with an All-Star, but before he wasn't playing with no All-Star. And now he's playing with one with J-Dub, and then Chet's going to be All-Star next year. So, to be honest, man, like, Shai's doing a lot. He's the lead MVP. He will win MVP. Because right now, Jokic, he's battling injuries with the elbow and the ankle. But Shai's played every game. Jokic has too. Obviously, the injuries now, man, Shai has sat a couple games this year, but majority of the time he's played. There's no reason why Shai doesn't win MVP. Shai is the MVP. But when you look at the standings, the OKC 6-game win streak, the Clippers are the 8th seed right now. And with teams like Memphis are starting to lose with no Ja. The Rockets had their streak ended yesterday against Miami. Miami ended their losing streak with Andrew Wiggins dropping 42. So when you got certain teams that are kind of like up and down, like with the Clippers, they're probably going to be in the play-in because the Warriors and because Golden State were like the 10th seed, 11th seed, and ever since they got Jimmy, they've been rolling. Obviously they lost to the Hawks the other night, and with Steph Curry out with the pelvis injury when he landed awkward on his back against the Raptors, he'll be out for a few weeks. So Jimmy is kind of looked at as the player that has to carry the load, with Draymond and the rest of the squad. So we'll see what happens with them. Then tomorrow, Jimmy returns to Miami tomorrow, so we'll see how that goes. It's a good matchup. Without Steph Curry, I think Miami should take advantage of that, and they should come out with the win. But then again, experience is everything, and I think Jimmy's going to go there with a chip on his shoulder. He did a lot in that organization, good and bad. Obviously, we know how the falling out happened with him in Miami and Pat Riley and all that. So, yeah, man, we'll see what happens. But Golden State's probably gonna go in there with the win. But then again, on the other side, Andrew Wiggins might have some vengeance too because they traded him away. So they traded him, so Wiggins might have it. Wiggins might have that same fire under his belt playing his old team as well. So we'll see what happens with that. Um, yeah, man, but it's a good matchup. But we'll speak on that tomorrow. But yeah, man, but like with Shai and he's doing a lot. Shout out to Shai and what he's doing in OKC right now. I don't know how far they'll go in the playoffs. They might go. They might go to the championship. But they just have to stay healthy and be keep it consistent. Don't lose themselves. They can go to the finals unless they run up against a team like the Nuggets or like the Lakers or like a Golden State or something like that. That might that might make they might test them. They might test them. But I mean, but who knows? But moving on to Bronny's situation, obviously, the whole Stephen A. Bron back and forth that happened a couple weeks back, and then you see Bronny have a game against the Bucks where everybody's kind of like injured, and the Lakers decided to sit out a lot of players. Austin Reeves, Ucla, Bron was already hurt at the time, and then Bronny come in the game and he's dropping 17, 5 boards, 3 assists. He's looking like a good NBA player. Obviously, some people think otherwise. He's not really a good NBA player, and he's not ready. He's a second round 55 overall pick. There's not a lot of them that are ready, that are up and ready the first year. It takes about 4 years for them to really find themselves in the league, and then you can start judging them. There's a thing going around that you don't judge NBA players until their third year. Brian's in his rookie year. Yes, he was killing in G League. He's supposed to kill in the G League. It's the G League. He's supposed to kill over there. You know what I mean? If I'm not mistaken, I think he's like the best player on the team. So obviously he's gonna get the keys in the G League team in the NBA. And you really can't see his full potential when he's getting thrown in there with like a minute left in the fourth, or 2 minutes left in the fourth, like during like a blowout game. The only time you see Bronny in game is when the Lakers are either blowing out a team or the Lakers are getting blown out, like with the Bulls. That's the only time you really see Bronny is when their team is blowing out another team, or if the other team is blowing them out. So you really don't see the full potential. You really can't see him because you're throwing him in the fire, and then when he gets put in the game, don't connect, be shooting all the shots. Like when Bronny get in the game, don't connect, don't look for Bronny at all. Like every Laker fan says like don't connect. Got like a beef with Bronny, bro. That could be true because I watched every time Bronny get in, I watch and I see Dalton. He don't look for Bronny. You know what I mean? So and it's tough, and then you playing for your dad, and then you're on the same team with your father too. So you know what I mean. And then you got all the outside noise. There was kind of like an article that came out that he said like, bro, like I ain't no fucking robot. And you know what I'm saying? That's a fact. He's not a robot. Like he can't do everything that everybody wants him to do. Like, bro, he's his own person. You know what I mean? So like you can't rush him. Like you can't rush him or make him be something that he's not. You know what I mean? Like certain players are gonna be like he has to be himself. And it's looking like Brian's gonna be like a defender. It's looking like Brian might be like a defender. More of like a slasher, like Bronny might be more of like he might be like a Bruce Brown type of player. And I mean no disrespect, but Bruce Brown is a player that he plays hard, he does all the dirty work. That might be Bronny's role. Who knows? But when I look at Bronny as like not Bruce Brown. That's wild. Victor Oladipo. I think him and Victor Oladipo have some similarities. And Victor Oladipo was an all-star, and he was a great player as well with the Pacers. You know what I mean? Obviously, injuries. He tore his quad, and that was kind of like the end of his stretch in the league. And now I think he's trying to get back in the league. I know he does. I know he has. I know he's on YouTube. Obviously, I'm a Victor Oladipo fan because he went to the same. He went to the same high school as I did. He grew up in the area. Very known in the area. In PG County. You know what I mean? So obviously, when I look at Victor, I know obviously I look at Bronny. I see similarities in Bronny and Victor. You know, they're both hustle players. Yeah, they're both hustle players. You know, they play hard. They can get to the rack. You know, they can defend. You know, when they want. You know what I mean? So yeah, I look at Bronny as like a Victor Oladipo. Um, so yeah, so that's my take on the Bronny situation. And my thing is with Stephen A. Obviously, his words mean something to the culture in the black community in the sports world in general. If I'm Stephen A, I would just stop speaking on it. You know what I mean, just stop speaking on it because it's going to keep causing more traction. You know what I mean? You know, just stay away from the topic for a while and let it die down because it's been going on for weeks now. Like it's been going on for weeks, so I would just let it die down and see what happens. But other than that, man, that's going to conclude this episode. It's a short episode. It's not a lot going on. It's a lot of March Madness stuff going on, and y'all know me. I'm not really into March Madness unless it's players that I like watching, like Juju and Paige. Mainly, I like the women's March Madness right now. Obviously, got Cooper Flag. I'm probably missing out on a lot of good March Madness games, but it is what it is. I'm my own person. I think the women need to be talked about more anyway. So why not I be that one that talk about them more? So we're gonna just do that. But yeah, but hopefully y'all enjoyed the video, man. I do want to speak on the UCLA. UCLA. I do want to speak on that real quick. UCLA, the women's, UCLA women's. They played, like I said, they played Richmond yesterday, and they won 84-67. Betts, the big man from UCLA, Betts. No, I'm gonna get her first name down. Lauren Betts. Yeah, okay, yeah. She's 21 years old. She had a big game yesterday. She had 30 points and 14 rebounds. Bro, Lauren Betts had 30. Bro, let me just read 30 points and 14 rebounds in a college game. I don't think y'all understand how dominant this girl is. How tall? I gotta see how tall is she. How tall is she? She's 6'7". She looks tall on the court. She's 6'7". She's from Spain. Y'all gotta do y'all research. Damn, she born in 2003? Damn, she young. But look, though, that's besides the point, bro. This girl, she gotta get talked about more. If she's not already talked about. UCLA, their record speaks for itself. They're 33-2. Like, this is a team that USC had problems with in the conference championship game. Like, they beat them the first time, but that second time they beat them. You know what I mean? And now, yeah, but Lauren Betts is definitely. I don't know if she going if she goes to the draft this year. I don't know if is she eligible because she's 21. She's 21, so she should be eligible to go to the league. She's 21, so I'm gonna assume this is her junior year. So she probably should be. She definitely can go to the league. If this is not her junior year, it's her senior year probably. So she can definitely go to the league. So I ain't gonna lie, if she goes to the league, I'm gonna be completely honest with you. She gotta be a top 2 pick, if not top 3 pick, because she's 6'7". Like, come on, man, she's like a Cardosa. But Lauren Betts is, Lauren Betts is probably better. No offense, but Lauren Betts is probably better than Cardosa in college, probably. And no, and then even the guard, Kiki Rice. Kiki Rice is also good. She's 21. She might go to the league this year. You know what I mean? But Lauren Betts needs to be talked about more in these conversations as well. Hidalgo is another one. You know what I mean? But no, but Lauren Betts is definitely dominant. 30 and 14 with 4 dimes. Cooking. I don't know how many blocks she had. She probably had a lot of blocks. Cause she the tallest player on the court. But anyway, man, I'm gonna conclude with that. Y'all need to give Lauren Betts, you know what I'm saying? Y'all need to show her some little more respect. Yeah, y'all show UCLA respect, but is Lauren Betts getting that respect as not a big woman and not a big man? I'm trying to identify her position. Cause see, we call the guys who are centers big men, and I don't want to call her a big woman because that might come off as me saying that she's like fat or something. So I'm gonna just say, look, you know what? As a woman center, as a woman big, hopefully that's not taken out of context. As a woman big, she needs to be getting her flowers. She needs to be getting her flowers. And Erin Fitt from USC, she needs to get her flowers as well. She's very good. She's a very good second option. You know what I'm saying? To Juju. And the girl from UConn, Sarah Stone, is that her name? Sarah Stone. She plays with Paige. Needs to get her flowers. There's other ones as well. I think there's a couple from Maryland. There's one from Ole Miss, South Carolina. Give them their flowers, but Lauren Betts needs her flowers. And that's going to conclude this episode of K-Dub Palace. I'm your host, K-Dub, and we're out. Go Trojans. Women's, though. Go Trojan women's. You feel what I'm saying?